Yeah, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another session on Java programming. So we've been discussing about chapter 2, sorry, unit 2 of the into syllabus. So in the previous session, we have covered the first half of the second unit, which is called as the classes and objects. Okay, so where we try to learn about definition of a class, then how to declare an object, what the importance of an object, and we've already seen some examples on which we have tried to learn about how to declare an object and how to access the members of a class with the help of an object. Okay. So all these things we covered in the first half of that. Unit. I hope you are following the video as well. So timely, I'm posting all the videos. So please make sure that you follow these videos and get help from it. Because this is the only way we try to continue our studies in this pandemic situation. Because studies are the most affected thing I can say that nowadays in these days in such a situation people are also affected. Studies are most affected. So please make sure that make a habit of following online classes because you never know when it will going to be end. But we need to continue our studies and we cannot waste our time. So that's why please make sure that you get 100% from these videos which we are uploading. Okay. Okay, right. So we'll continue with the thing that is the next part of the second chapter, which we are going to discuss is about the methods. Method is generally method is also a member of a class. So what is a class definition? It is a collection of variables and its member functions. So we generally say that the technical definition like this. So the definition itself, it is there that method is nothing but it is a member of a class. Okay. Or we can call it as a function. In C context, C language context, we can call it as a function, a normal function. Same thing here, we call it as a method. So we can write methods for what are the attributes that we have in the class. Okay. So methods are nothing but which performs some calculation or some particular task that we perform. Okay, so that is different. That is a brief introduction regarding the methods. So the things we are going to cover today is, so how can we define the method? Then returning a value. Okay. After performing the task, the method should return a value to the main function. Then that should be learned here. Then overloaded methods. That means we can overload the methods. The same method can be overloaded with different parameters at each and every time. So that can be learned. Then overloading constructor methods. Okay. This already we have covered in the first part, but anyhow we'll try to discuss that also. Then class objects as parameters in methods. That means you need to define object of a class, where we are giving object of a class as a parameter to the method. Okay, that we're going to learn. So let's move on to the first topic, that is how to introduce a method, and everything we'll try to learn. So the general form of a method is, okay. So what is generally a method? I told you that method is a particular task which do a specific thing. That means if you want to calculate some area of a something, okay, then you will take some attributes in the class like width, the height, all these things, and then you will find out then you will write a method through which you can find out the area of that particular circle or something like. Okay, so it is a specific task which performs. It is a specific thing which performs a particular task. Okay, that is what called as a method. Then how should we write a method in the classes? By following the syntax. First of all, you need to write the type. Okay, then followed by the name of the method, which obviously we try to make use of the rules of identifiers. Okay, so while we are giving the name of the method, we'll follow the rules of identifiers. Then there should be a parenthesis, and in that parenthesis, if you want to pass any parameters to the method, then it can be passed by using the comma separator. So first of all, type should be there, then name of the method, then parameter list, and then followed by the open flower bracket. Okay. Then you try to write whatever the logic you want to implement on the method, you can write it, and then close it with the closure parenthesis. Okay, so this is how you need to write a method. So here clearly he is giving some definition for what is this type and name and everything. So type specifies the type of the data returned by the method. Okay. Sometimes the method will perform something and return to the main method in the form of an integer or a character or a float or something. The resulted value. There is no type of, there is, if there is nothing to return, then you can write void here. So that is called as a type. So this can be any value type, including class type that you create. If the method does not return any value, it is a void. That's what I told you. The next thing is name. Name of the method is specified by the name. So name is nothing but any legal identifier other than this already used by our items within the current state. So name can be, you can write any name for the method, but you follow the rules for the identifier. That's what you need to keep in mind. Next thing is parameters list. So what the parameter list is nothing but you will pass some parameters to the method separated by commas, whatever is required. If there is no parameters, you just put with performing writing open bracket and close bracket. There will not be anything inside that. Okay. So, but if you want to give some parameters to that method, you can pass it in that bracket separated by commas. Right. So there is a small example here I have given. I'll just increase the size for you. It's clearly visible to you. Right. So I'm writing a class called box, but I'm writing 3 attributes, which is width, the height, and depth. Then this is called as the method. So you are writing a method called volume. That you are writing 2 statements: system.out.print volume is, and then you are calculating the volume with the help of these 3 parameters: width, the height, into depth. So width into height into depth, it will give the multiplication of all these 3 values as a result. So here we are writing the method called value, which is of type void. That means it will not return anything to anyone. And that we have two statements. Then these statements are printed accordingly. Then you need to close the method here and then close the class. So this is what generally a method is. A small example for the method. You might be thinking that why I'm taking this box class as an example of each and every time. It is standard example which is given in the textbook, which you need to follow for Java programming according to J2 Partner Residence. Okay. So that is a prominent example you may come across in every time, each and every time. So that's why I'm writing that. So I hope you understood this example. So let's move on to the next thing. We can the small. So there is a continuation for this example. So here we have written the example box with some parameters and with some method called volume. Then you need to create another class box demo 3. Then you need to write a main method here. So what you are doing here is you are trying to create two objects from the class called box. One is box my box 1 is equal to new box f. The other one is box my box 2 is equal to new box f. So for first box, you are initializing the values of width, height, and depth as 10, 20, and 15. In the second box, you are initializing the values as 3, 6, and 9. Now, what you are doing is you are calling a method called volume with the help of first object, which is my box and dot volume. Okay. And after that, you are calling the volume same volume method with the help of second object, which is my box 2 dot volume. The same here I have explained. Okay. So I'll try to execute this program for you. Write it in a notepad. So I have an example stored here. So this is the way you need to create, you need to call a method. Okay. Always members of a class can be called by creating an object and then followed by a dot symbol. I have opened the notepad, but still not getting this. Okay, right. So you can see here. So I just copy it into a notepad. So whatever the example I have explained you, I just copy it into the notepad. So this part and this part. Okay. So both are continuation. So now I got the result as sorry, it's box demo. So Java box demo 4. So see here, the volume is displayed two times because we have created two objects, and in both of the objects we are declaring the values of height, height and depth. Time we are giving different values, so it is multiplying and giving the result. So as you can see here, so in the first object creation, we have given the values as 10, 20, and 15. So when you multiply this, 10 into 20 into 15, 3000, you get the answer. Okay. Because we are calling this based on the first values, we are calling this one my box one dot volume. So when you call my box one dot volume, automatically that is multiplied and giving the result here. So that will be displayed with the help of the statement. And after that, the same variable I'm using, I'm calling it with the second object, my box two dot volume. So whenever I call my box two, so the values for my box two is with the height and depth is 3, 6, and 9. So we have given in this way. So according to the 3 into 6 into 9, it is calculated and giving the result as 162. Okay. So I hope you understood this program. So in this program, we have known how to create a method and then assign the values to that, and then we are calling that method with the help of an object. Okay, so that is a simple method example. So the next thing is returning a value. Okay, so in the previous example, when you see this, uh, what we are writing here is nothing but returning. So volume is there. Volume is a method which is written in the class called box, and width into height into depth we are calculating, and we are returning that value to something. Okay, what is that something? Nothing but main method. So this method volume, it will compute width into height into depth, and that total value will be in the form of a double. Okay, because floating value obviously we get, so we have taken double here. So we are returning that double value. Okay. So we are returning to what, which method we are returning? We are returning to this main method. Okay. So here in main method, we are using a variable called volume, which is of type double to hold that value. Okay. పైన ఉన్న మెథడ్ మనకి మెయిన్ మెథడ్ కి ఒక వాల్యూ రిటర్న్ చేసింది. ఆ రిటర్న్ చేసింది హోల్డ్ చేయడానికి మనం ఒక వేరియబుల్ డిక్లేర్ చేసుకున్నాము VOL, which is of type double. Because మెథడ్ మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసే వాల్యూ ఎందులోకి వస్తుంది, డబుల్ వాల్యూలోకి వస్తుంది కాబట్టి అలా చేసాం. Okay, so that's why here every time we are calling this volume VOL is equal to my box one dot volume. Okay, and here also the same thing, right? So that's why it is so this example will always automatically tells you what is the importance of the return type. Okay, if you don't return anything here, then you can put void here, and we can simply print it. Okay, so this example will clearly tells you that this volume method is calculated and returning to that main method. Okay. So that's what he has shown here. So while the implementation of the volume method does move the computation of the box inside the box class where it is belong. It's not the best way to do it. Okay, for example, what if another part of your program wanted to know the volume of a box, but not display its value? So better way is to implement a box volume with the return type. That means it need to return. Okay. సో ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తున్నాడంటే ఇక్కడ ఈ మ్యాటర్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ మనం వాల్యూమ్ కి డబుల్ అనేది రాసి ఇక్కడ మనం వాల్యూ రిటర్న్ చేస్తున్నాం. రిటర్న్ చేయకుండా ఇక్కడే ప్రింట్ చేసినట్టుగా కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు మనం. అలాగా సిస్టమ్ డాట్ అవుట్ డాట్ ప్రింట్ఎల్ఎన్ అని రాసి దట్ ఈస్ విడ్త్ ఇంటూ హైట్ ఇంటూ డెప్త్ అని చెప్పి మనం వాల్యూ రాసేయచ్చు. అలా రాయడం వల్ల మనకి డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటంటే ఎవ్రీ టైం మనం ఈ బాక్స్ లో ఉన్న మెథడ్ కాబట్టి ఈ బాక్స్ లో ఉన్న మెథడ్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ అయినప్పుడు వేరే మెథడ్ దీన్ని యాక్సెస్ చేయాలి అంటే దీనికి కొన్ని పర్మిషన్స్ రిక్వైర్ అవుతాయి అన్నమాట. సో అందుకని పర్మిషన్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్ లోకి వెళ్ళకుండా సింప్లీ రిటర్న్ చేసామనుకోండి, క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసి రిటర్న్ చేసేసామనుకోండి, దెన్ నో ప్రాబ్లం. సో డైరెక్ట్లీ మెయిన్ మెథడ్ విల్ క్యాచ్ దట్ value and display it in the main method. Okay, so that's what he's trying to explain here. Okay, next one. Overloading methods. So methods can be overloaded. What is the meaning of that is we can use the same method same method name and use it that with different parameters each and every time. Okay, obviously the body of the method will be different based on the parameters. The body of the method will be different for each and every time. Okay, so here what is the thing is you can read here Java. It is possible to define two or more methods within the same class that share the same name, as long as their parameter declarations are different. Okay, that's what I told you now. Java lo manam ఒకే మెథడ్ సేమ్ నేమ్ తో ఉన్న మెథడ్ ఒకే క్లాస్ లో 2-3 సార్లు మనం వాడొచ్చు. కానీ each and every time the parameters should be different. Okay, the parameters should be different. సేమ్ పారామీటర్స్ ఇచ్చి వాడకూడదు. సేమ్ నేమ్ ఉండొచ్చు. The method can have the same name within the same class. అదే క్లాస్ లో అదే నేమ్ తో 2 మెథడ్స్ రాయొచ్చు, బట్ with the different parameters and with the different body. Okay, body of the loop also should be different. అలా చేయొచ్చు. So in this case the methods are said to be overloaded. Okay. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఇలా రాస్తామో ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ ని మనం మెథడ్ ఓవర్లోడింగ్ అని అంటారు, ఆర్ ఓవర్లోడింగ్ మెథడ్స్ అని అంటారు. సో మెథడ్ ఓవర్లోడింగ్ is one of the way that Java implements polymorphism. As you remember the definition of a polymorphism. Polymorphism means what? The poly means different. Okay, existing in many forms. We can say that. So same method existing many forms. 2-3 రకాలుగా అది యూజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో సేమ్ నేమ్ ఉంటుంది దానికి. అలాంటి వాటిని మనం పాలిమార్ఫిజం అంటాం. సో పాలిమార్ఫిజం ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద బెస్ట్ వే ఆఫ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటింగ్ మెథడ్ ఓవర్లోడింగ్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద బెస్ట్ వే ఆఫ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటింగ్ పాలిమార్ఫిజం. ఓకే, దట్స్ వాట్ హి ఈస్ ట్రైయింగ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. Now that a small example you can consider. There is a class overload demo, and in that class I am writing a method called test, void test. Okay, so for this test method I am not passing any parameters. So in that I am writing a small statement, system.out.println, no parameters. Then next time I am writing the same method test, here also test and here also test, but this time I am passing a single parameter which is called as integer a. Okay. Then system.out.println, see body will be different here. Here what I'm printing no parameters. Here what I'm printing, I'm printing a value. A value మనం print చేస్తున్నాం. Okay. Next. The same method again, test method. I am passing with two parameters a comma b. This time what I am writing the body of the loop is print a comma b. A value, b value to print చేస్తున్నాం. Next time. Okay. So next, see here again I am writing the method called test, but this time I am passing a double value. That integer value pass చేశాను, ఇక్కడేమో double value pass చేస్తున్నాను. But body of the loop is again here different. What I am doing here is I am printing the value and then I am multiplying the same value with that value. A into A. Suppose if I given 10 here, 10 into 10. And this 10 into 10 will be returned to the main method. Okay. So ఇలా మనం ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో మనం ఒక మెథడ్ టెస్ట్ అనే మెథడ్ ని 4 సార్లు కాల్ చేసాం. ఫస్ట్ టైం విత్ నో పారామీటర్స్, సెకండ్ టైం విత్ 1 పారామీటర్, థర్డ్ టైం విత్ 2 పారామీటర్స్ a comma b, and fourth time with 1 parameter which is a double value. Okay. Then ఇప్పుడు మెయిన్ మెథడ్ రాయాలి. Now we need to write a main method. So main method here class overload public static void main string boxer. I am creating an object for the main method. Overload demo ob is equal to new overload demo of. Then double value of the pass is another can hold చూడండి the result అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఆ result అనే value ని తీసుకున్నాం. Now calling all the methods, all the different methods here. First time you are calling it with the ob.test, okay, which you are calling with the no parameters. Second time you are calling ob.test. Okay, second method is what a parameter method. So the parameter to mention this 10. So 10 is the amount of 10 print out test because that log body rasna available. Next is ob.test of 10 comma 20. This time I am passing two values 10 comma 20. So what happens is with the 10 comma 20, it will simply print the values a comma b. Okay. The fourth time I am passing ob.test with a float value, and this float value is equating to the result because here this method, the test method which acts as a double value, it will return something. ఇది a into a చేసేటప్పుడు మీరు ఏదైనా వాల్యూ ఇస్తే వాల్యూని మల్టిప్లై చేసి దాంతోనే మల్టిప్లై చేసి రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. రిటర్న్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు దీన్ని హోల్డ్ చేయడానికి ఎవరో ఉండాలి కదా, కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ రిజల్ట్ అనే ఒక వేరియబుల్ తీసుకొని దాన్ని నేను స్టోర్ చేశాను. Then that system will order printer the result of that value. In particular result and display this one. Okay. So you can see here the output of the program. It should not be clear. So first time this result will be displayed, no parameters. Second time ob.test will print the value a 10 and print this. Third time a and b values 10 comma 20 because we have given the values here 10 comma 20, that will be printed. And the fourth time double a, which is the result of the ob.test. మనం వాల్యూ డబుల్ వాల్యూ ప్రింట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ దాన్ని మల్టిప్లై చేశాను. సో అందుకని ఇక్కడ 2 సార్లు వచ్చింది. ఓకే. సో ద రిజల్ట్ ఆఫ్ double A, that is 123.25, which I have given the value. Then again next time statement, ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ వచ్చినప్పుడు దాన్ని అది ఏం చేస్తుందంటే a into a చేస్తుందంటే 123.25 into 123.25 మల్టిప్లై అయ్యి మనకి రిజల్ట్ 151905625. Okay. So that's all. As you can see here, test is overloaded 4 times. So test అనే మెథడ్ 4 times మనకి ఓవర్లోడ్ అయ్యి వచ్చింది. Right? So that is what we call it as a overloading methods. దీన్ని మనం ఓవర్లోడింగ్ మెథడ్స్ అని చెప్పంటాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ next thing is class objects as parameters in the methods. See, the thing is passing objects as parameters. మనం ఒక మెథడ్ కి either we pass an integer value or a float value or a character value or something like we'll give the parameter to the method. Here what he is saying is instead of passing parameters, we can pass an object to the method. ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మెథడ్ కి మనం పాస్ చేయొచ్చు అని అంటాడు. ఓకే, ఎలా అనేది చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూద్దాం. Here I am taking a class tester int a comma b and I am creating a constructor with I comma j values which obviously equals to the a comma b. Now I am writing a method called equal, and this equal method I am passing a object to this test class. ఈ టెస్ట్ అనే క్లాస్ కి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓ అని క్రియేట్ చేసి ఆ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ నేను పాస్ చేస్తున్నాను దేనికి ఈక్వల్స్ అనే మెథడ్ కి. ఓకే, నా ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏం టెస్ట్ చేస్తాము అంటే మనం ఏ వాల్యూ బి వాల్యూ రెండు ఈక్వలా కాదా అనేది చెక్ చేస్తాం. సో ఓ డాట్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏ ampersand o dot b is equal to b. If both the values are equal, then return true, else return false. So you need to observe this is you are passing an object to the method called equals. Sir, this object అనేది ఎక్కడ మనం క్రియేట్ చేసాము, we'll create this in the main method. So this is the class here, pass ob public static void main. Now you are creating an object ob1 here. Test అనే క్లాస్ కి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసాము ob1 is equal to new test of, then you are giving some values 100 comma 200. Okay, 100 comma 200. Now you are again passing another creating another object ob2 is equal to new test of 100 comma again 200. Okay, ఇప్పుడు రెండు ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసాము ob1 and ob2. both are having same values 100 comma 200. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ రెండు కూడా దీనికి ఈక్వల్ దీనికి ఇచ్చామనుకోండి మనం ఇన్పుట్ గా ఏం చేస్తుంది, ప్రతి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లో ఏ వాల్యూ బి వాల్యూ రెండు ఈక్వల్ కాదా అని చెక్ చేస్తుంది. రెండు ఈక్వల్ అయితే రిటర్న్ ట్రూ, అదర్వైజ్ ఫాల్స్. ఓకే, నౌ యు ఆర్ క్రియేటింగ్ అనదర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ob3 which you are giving the values as -1 comma -1. Okay, so three objects ob1 ob2 ob3. ob1 లో values 100 comma 22, ob2 లో values 100 comma 22 and ob3 లో values -1 comma -1. Now you are writing something called ob1 dot equals of ob2. ob1 లో ఉన్న values ob2 తో ఈక్వలా కాదా అది ఎలా చెక్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం, బై calling a equals function. This equals function, okay, what I am passing to this equals function is ob2. ob2 అనేది ఈక్వల్స్ అనే ఫంక్షన్ కి నేను పాస్ చేశాను. సో ఎప్పుడైతే ob2 పాస్ చేస్తానో ob2 లో వాల్యూస్ ఏమున్నాయి 100 కామా 22. ఈ రెండు వాల్యూస్ ఎక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ అవుతాయి, ఇక్కడికి వెళ్తాయి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లోకి. ఓకే, నౌ దీస్ వాల్యూస్ ఐ యామ్ కంపేరింగ్ విత్ ద ob1. ob1 లో ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ తో కంపేర్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో దట్స్ వై o dot a is equal to a. Here o dot a is 100. Okay, is equal to a is nothing but again ob1 dot equals అని రాసాం కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ కూడా 100. So 100 is equal to 100. 22 is equal to 22, which returns true. Okay, next time what I am doing is I am calling ob1 dot equals of ob3. This time I am passing ob3 values to the method. So here ob3 o place లో ob3 వస్తుంది. ob3 లో ఉన్న ఏ వాల్యూ అంతా -1. Normal ga meeku A lo unna value anta OB1 lo unna A lo value 100. So -1 is equal to 100, which is false. Again, B value also -1. -1 is equal to 22, which is also false. So it will return false. Okay. So that's why ikkada మనకి ఒక వాల్యూ అంటే దీనికి ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ కి వాల్యూ ట్రూ వస్తుంది, ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ కి వాల్యూ ఫాల్స్ వస్తుంది. సో వాట్ ఐ am trying to explain in this concept is we are passing an object as a parameter to the method called equals. Okay, so that is what he want to show. So that's why just compare two objects for equality and returns the result. That is, it compares the invoking object. Okay, so ఈ OB2 అనేది OB1 తో ఈక్వల్ కంపేర్ అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ టైం OB3 అనేది OB1 తో కంపేర్ అవుతుంది. So if they contain the same value, the method returns true, otherwise it returns false. So according to the program, one will be returning true and second one will be returning false. Okay, so that is what we call it as the class objects as parameters in the methods. Right? So what can execute this program. So the next part is this one. Both you need to write in the same notepad file. Okay, and then save this file as what is the main method, in which class the main method contains. Main method contains in pass OB. So you need to write a statement here. You need to save this file with the pass OB. Pass OB.java. Save this. Then Java C. Pass OB.java. It is compiled now. OB1 is equal to OB2, it is true. Then OB1 is equal to OB3, it's false. Okay. So that is the result. Right. So in this section, we learned about how to write a method, then how to overload the methods, what is the importance of the return value, okay. Then we're passing object as a parameters to the methods, right? So hope you understood this.